If not for the intervention of a volcanic ash cloud, legendary Polish forward Robert Lewandowski would have joined Blackburn Rovers in 2010. But what if you go back to that year's edition of Football Manager? What impact can he have in the English game? And our man needs no introduction at all. Over the previous 4 years, he scored 79 goals, plying his trade most recently with Lech Poznan in the Ekstraklasa. Despite being just 21 years of age, he's showing some promising attributes in finishing, technique, and his physicality. And his talents up front will be paramount. He joins a Blackburn Rovers squad amongst the lowest scorers in the division in 2011. Their 43-point total left them in 15th place, just 4 points clear of the drop. But Sam Allardyce has definitely built an interesting squad here. Like the Pole, Michel Salgado would get his hands on a Champions League winners' medal in 2001 and 2002. His 2011 season in Lancashire was by far his most successful, as he played 36 out of a possible 38 Premier League games. In the midfield, they'll enjoy the creative qualities of one-time England international David Dunn. He'd reserve his best career form for Rovers, providing 82 goals and assists in 377 matches. Elsewhere in the squad, there is some decent quality with the likes of Nzonzi, Phil Jones, Roque Santa Cruz. From the outset, they'll be utilising Robert alongside the Paraguayan up front in a 4-3-1-2 formation. Let's move through and see what happens. And it would take 4 league matches for Lewandowski to score his first goal with Rovers. On the road in Blackpool, his first effort is denied before converting the rebound to secure a draw. But season 1 would end up having few high points. Just 6 goals and 2 assists would arrive over the course of his first year in English football, as he takes time to adapt to his new surroundings. In the end, his side would finish 16th in the standings in the 2011 season, just 9 points clear of relegated Newcastle United. Operating on a bit of a shoestring budget, the club has cleared some of the bigger earners from the wage bill. In terms of arrivals, Harry Kewell was signed on a free transfer from Galatasaray. During his career, he would provide 88 goals and assists in the Premier League in 274 games. If he can provide anything like that quality for Blackburn, Lewandowski's numbers should increase substantially. With season 2 underway, the only player in Bundesliga history to score 5 goals as a substitute added a consolation here off the bench in a 4-1 defeat. But he would not sit on the sidelines for long. After another slow start to the campaign, Blackburn would hit a purple patch. 23 points out of a possible 33 propelled the club up the table. 2 absolute thunderbolts against recently promoted Nottingham Forest was followed up by a third. A terrible error by Lee Camp was punished by our man as the game finished 6-0. The other major summer addition alongside Kewell was John McCoon. They would spend $6 million to bring him to the club, and so far his defensive qualities have proved to be exceptional. In reality, in 2012, Blackburn's 11-year stay in the Premier League would come to an end. In this alternate universe, their 2012 season was going considerably better. Up against a mid-table Fulham side, there was another big opportunity to pick up 3 points. And once again, the Polish forward would break the deadlock. Brett Emerton finds him in space in the middle as they cruise to a 3-0 victory. Season 2 would see marked improvement. Rovers climb all the way up to 11th place with a solid showing from Robert. He'd finished the campaign with 18 league goal contributions, ranking him amongst the top 15 players in the division. Still operating under those financial constraints, Blackburn have been creative in bringing quality players to the team. The free transfers arrivals of Nkulu and Javier Garrido will bring some youth to an ageing defence. But they have added experience elsewhere. For a fee of 1.6 million, Mark van Bommel has arrived. Despite being 35 now, he's still looking more than capable of offering something for the club. With the departures of Benjani, El Hadj Diouf and Junior Hoilett, things are looking a little light at the top of the field. To rectify that, Adriano has joined from Roma on a loan deal. Robert's third season in Lancashire would start out in a painful manner, picking up just 4 points out of a possible 18, the solitary win coming against Wolves. Finding themselves in the relegation places at the midway stage, the need for victories was becoming desperate. Visiting Liverpool's team looks almost unrecognisable to the juggernaut they are today. Luis Suarez is probably one of the few players in his prime who would battle his way into their now starting 11. But the Uruguayan wouldn't be able to make an impact. Robert again demonstrates his elite qualities in and around the 6-yard box, engineering space as his side prevails 2-0. If that was the high point, the low would arrive a few months later. Frank Lampard's long-range strike would set Chelsea on the way to a decisive win. With 2 games remaining, Lewandowski would suffer the first relegation of his entire career. In a slightly injury-hit campaign, he'd only appear in 29 games, but still managed an impressive 15 goals and assists. Dropping down into the Championship, their squad has undergone some major changes. 25 million worth of talent has walked out of the door. Once again, Rovers have been frugal, acquiring proven Championship talent. 29-year-old Ryan Taylor joins from Newcastle. During his career, he played 35 games in the second tier, scoring 4 and assisting 6. To have any chance of bouncing straight back up, he'll need to replicate those numbers again. The Championship's matchday 5 would see Blackpool make the 25-mile trip to Blackburn. This would be Steven Nzonzi's final appearance with the club, drawing his 6-year affiliation to an end. The Frenchman he'll need to stop lining up for the opposition is Yaya Sanogo. Already this season he's managed more goals than he scored in his entire career in England's second flight. But Ryan Nelson and Matthew Kilgallen would keep him quiet. Lewandowski, on the other hand, would be decisive. A 2-0 win against an early rival for the title. Between 2015 and 2017, the Polish forward would score in 11 consecutive Euro qualifying matches, in one of the best runs of form of any player in international history. In a similar vein of form, he'd take control of the 2014 season for his club, in the opening 26 games registering 24 goals and assists. Goals in games against Bolton, Colchester United, Sheffield Wednesday and Middlesbrough would all ensure victories, thanks to goals from the legendary striker. Arriving in May, those conversions meant silverware. With 46 matches played, Blackburn ensured an immediate return to the top flight of English competition. 25 league goals from Lewandowski secured a 4th place finish in the Golden Boot standings. Particularly over the last season, it can't be understated just how effective his partnership with Kalinic became, with each of them providing countless assists for one another. Those 16 league assists actually increased his contributions for the year to a career-best 41 in 44 total starts, and that would attract the interest of some admirers. For a fee of 11 million, Birmingham City would secure the signature of the Polish striker. In all competitions over 4 years with Rovers, he played 154 games, score 58 goals, and provide 33 assists. He'd win a single piece of silverware, ensuring his side bounced straight back up to the Premier League. Now entering his late 30s, age seems to be just a number to Robert Lewandowski. With a few years still ahead of him, it'll be interesting to see what lies in store next for the great forward.